Thank you for supporting District 150. As you soon will learn, I'm going to ask that your support continue beyond this room. Before I begin my remarks, I wanted to share something between ourselves here in this room. I think we're all in agreement that the school district has a tendency to generate a headline or two or three. This event allows us to move, however temporarily, beyond the headlines and to get into some details. I appreciate the opportunity to speak to you in more than just sound bites. This address allows us to reflect on our accomplishments, acknowledge and accept coming challenges, and to share solutions for improving academic achievement. Over the past year, Peoria Public Schools has made progress regarding its physical and operational stability. In return, I am optimistic about the academic future of our children. The reason for my optimism is in the last year, we have accomplished a large body of important work. Our single most important job is to increase academic achievement and close the achievement gap. Although the Illinois ISAT is only one indicator of student achievement, it's the indicator with the most public scrutiny. Let's take a look at the data we will use in August to measure our progress. Currently, 60% of our students are meeting or exceeding standards in reading, and 74% of our students are meeting or exceeding standards in mathematics. Our graduation rate is 90%. These numbers must improve. In 2008, then candidate, now President Obama, shared some startling statistics, namely the following. China is graduating 8 times as many engineers as America. By 12th grade, American children score lower on math and science tests than most other kids in the world. And as a nation, we now have one of the highest high school dropout rates of any industrialized nation in the world. With a major international company just down the street, in which we would like to stay in this state, and many others competing in an increasingly connected world, this school district must accept responsibility to do its part to prepare all students to compete. So the goal is to move forward and move these numbers up so that by 2014, we increase to 79% of district students meeting or exceeding reading standards, 86% of our students meeting or exceeding mathematics standards, and 95% of our children graduating prepared to enter college or the workplace. Students and their parents need to know that coming to school in District 150 means work, and we're going to help them get there. I agree with the concept, as one writer put it, that when you get down to the root of the meaning of the word success, you will find that it means to follow through. Having academic clarity is just one piece to raising student achievement. We also must be committed to providing students and schools with the necessary resources. This means a balanced and equally important stable budget. A stable budget allows for multi-year planning and avoids the constant lurching that occurs year to year. A stable budget makes efficient uses of our resources and allows the school district to follow through and succeed. Let's start with the district's current finances. Like many organizations that depend on state and federal funding, we're operating in a deficit. To close this deficit, in part, the school board closed the high school at the end of the 2010 school year. We have continued this trend of right-sizing the school district and will close 4 schools at the end of the school year. The decision to close Woodruff generated an annual savings of $3 million for the district. The decision to close 4 additional schools this year will generate over $1 million in a year in savings to the operating budget and up to $471,000 in potential future capital costs per year for 5 years. Of course, typically you will not find a superintendent cheering about closing schools. I recognize the difficulty and disruption caused by the school closure process, but I share these decisions as a success because by closing underutilized schools, students will receive increased resources, increased services, and a renewed focus on academics. On the capital improvement side, This community does have something to cheer about. The district opened 2 new schools, Glen Oak Learning Center and Harrison Community Learning Center, and completed renovation work at Hines Primary School, Thomas Jefferson Primary School, and Peoria High School. Glen Oak is such a success that its population jumped from 611 students to 819 students. When community groups come calling to rent one of the community rooms, we tell them they can only hold their meeting if 35 5-year-olds can join them. We simply don't have the space. Another piece of improving our schools and leading change is building authentic relationships throughout the community. One example, in collaboration with our full-service community schools partner, Bradley University, the district is launching a new Family Mobile Resource Center. The Family Mobile Resource Center will travel to neighborhoods, primary schools, and community events to do the following: distribute supplies, provide on-site nutrition classes, conduct many workshops, provide print and video material in partnership with several community agencies. The mobile unit will also be used as an integral part of state-mandated Child Find events to identify children needing early intervention. I would like to thank Julie Schiefling and Julie Lathan for your tireless efforts to make the Family Mobile Resource Center a reality. A special thank you also goes out to the Farnsworth Group and students at Manual High School for your contributions. To complement our efforts, the school district will also launch its Parent University, which will provide parent outreach and education for District 150 parents. Parent University classes will be held at Harrison Community Learning Center, Glen Oak Learning Center, and Richwoods High School. And as we talk about relationships, I must acknowledge that a key relationship of the district is with our labor associations. An interesting statistic is that nearly 85% of district employees are members of a union. Many of those associations have shown a willingness to accept and help create innovative programming. Just this past Monday night, the Teachers Union agreed to a memorandum of understanding that will provide more flexibility for the operation of the new Woodruff Career and Technical Center and Tree Wind K-8 school. I expect that willingness to increase flexibility will continue because, simply put, it must continue to follow through. Now I want to turn to what's important, the work ahead. Over the year, I've had many conversations with our community about the vision for this school district. We envision a future for Peoria Public Schools in which every student will be a reader, a writer, a mathematician, and ready for college and work. We will deliver on this promise by focusing on key strategies to ensure success for our students. Earlier, you heard my goals to increase student achievement in reading, mathematics, and increasing our graduation rate. Let me outline a few strategies that we will deploy. Students ready for kindergarten. Early childhood education can greatly increase cognitive abilities, leading to increase in achievement and school successes. We must continue to advocate for significant improvements in early childhood education. We are centralizing the location of our early childhood classes to realign resources and provide consistent professional development classes. Classes will be held at Valeska Hinton, Sterling, and Manual High School for the 2011-12 school year. All third graders reading on grade level. 71% of our third graders are meeting ISAT reading standards. Research shows that children reading at grade level by the end of third grade also has a direct correlation to academic success. Therefore, we have launched a Classroom is Calling campaign. With the help of the CEO Roundtable and other community partners, we hope to provide a reading tutor for every third grader that is not on grade level when school opens in August. District 150 third grade reading statistics will not be used to build prisons in Illinois, but rather colleges and corporations. Remember how I told you that I would ask you for more assistance? Well, I'm not asking for money. I'm asking for your time. Here is your opportunity. Please go to our website, www.psd150.org, to sign up to help us with our Classroom is Calling campaign. 8th graders ready for algebra concepts. In today's ever-changing society, strong algebra skills are necessary for college and economic success. We want to prepare students for a rigorous math curriculum, starting with providing algebra at 8th grade for the 2011-12 school year. 9th graders ready for high school. The transition from middle to high school can be difficult for freshmen. We will align our middle and high school curriculum to ensure that our 9th graders will be successful. Buildings will be realigned at the high school level to cluster our freshman students together for next school year. Students ready for college and work. We must have increased rigor throughout our high school curriculum. Research shows that the quality and intensity of high school curriculum is the single best predictor of college and work success. Therefore, the district will be focused on increased advanced placement enrollment and will seek to implement the rigorous International Baccalaureate program for Charter Oak Primary, Mark Bills, Sterling Middle, and Tree Wing K-8. We will also expand the IB program offerings at Richwoods High School. I'm excited to announce the district will be providing opportunities for students to participate in career and technical opportunities. With the establishment of the Woodruff Career and Technical Center, high school students across the district will have the opportunity to receive training in construction trade, engineering, manufacturing, and health sciences. 7 middle schools will also have a career and technical laboratory added to their schools for the 2011-12 school year. Calvin Coolidge, Lincoln, Tree Wynn, Mark Bills, Roland Acres, Sterling, and Von Steuben. More than classrooms are going to be calling this year. Add shop floors, laboratories, and work sites to that list. To area companies, please consider investing in your future employees. We welcome your input and need your engagement. Be prepared to hear from me or a member of my staff or the city's highly paid educational liaison in the new future about how you can help. Improved academic achievement at our high schools. To increase rigor and provide for a full academic schedule, we will provide a 7-period day for all students at Peoria and Richwoods High School. Manual High School will continue to operate on a block schedule. We will focus on providing teachers the resources and training they need to teach from bell to bell. Each of the above items requires leadership and a measurement of accountability. The comedian George Burns famously reminded us that no snowflake in an avalanche feels responsible or accountable. In contrast, myself, the board, and the general public demands accountability of this system and its employees. The measurement of progress and holding ourselves accountable for results is critical. Therefore, senior staff will develop performance metrics and benchmarks for all departments. We must measure ourselves against key indicators and make adjustments. We will be transparent in our successes and our failures. In order to accelerate progress and accomplish our work, we must double our efforts toward physical and system sustainability. You may be worried about our budget projections that illustrate an ongoing deficit over time. We should all be worried. At current rates, district revenue does not keep up with the cost of operating a large school system where over 70% of our students come from poverty. We operate in an environment where the state does not fully fund teachers, the state does not fully fund special education, and the state does not fully fund early childhood education. This district makes up the difference. Each day we're reviewing every aspect of our central budget to free up additional dollars for the classroom. However, it is critical that our elected officials provide an appropriate and stable level of funding to meet the challenges. It's important to know that we operate in a system currently where the state of Illinois has the privilege of dictating rules and requirements for delivering public education, but lacks the courage to fund those mandates. It reminds me of one columnist who wrote that the right to do something does not mean that doing it is right. I'm hopeful that the governor and elected legislatures from both parties can realistically address our statewide needs, and we intend to help. Each year going forward with the school board, I intend to direct the development of an educational legislative agenda for our representatives in Springfield and Washington. I praise the unions for being flexible, and in turn, the state needs to be also when it comes to issuing mandates and operate on granting waivers. So to Congressman Schock, Senator Kaler, Senator LaHood, Representative Gordon, and Representative Leach, my cell phone has unlimited minutes. I hope yours does too. The plan is ambiguous. To follow through and succeed, this district needs family and community engagement. Research shows effective communication between schools and homes can drastically increase student achievement. We will continue to build relationships with our families through as many home visits as possible, our district newsletter, Remarkable Times, and participation in community forums and meetings such as those being sponsored by the district and the city. Strategic partnerships with businesses and community organizations will continue to be a focus for the district. Partnerships such as our work with Mayor Artis in the city of Peoria, Bradley University, ICC, and the Park District provide critical support services to our students and our families. Our goal is to increase these types of activities and to strengthen our relationships with the community at large. In summary, Peoria Public Schools will have a clear and strong academic focus. We will align our physical and human resources to support the work in our classrooms, and we will be partnering with families and the community to accelerate student success. I've outlined ways in which I hope you will help. Be a mentor for a third grade reader, support the development of a world-class career and technical education center, and answer the phone when the school district calls. One other way to continue to demand that we follow through and are accountable, another way is to donate to the school district foundation. We continue to receive outstanding support from the Peoria Foundation to implement innovative strategies to increase student success. This year, 10 teacher grants were awarded. Attendance facilitators were hired to support truancy efforts at Manual High School, and $20,000 in scholarships will be awarded to graduating students. I encourage you to support the Foundation's efforts to raise funds on behalf of the staff and students in the District 150. Your donation to the Right Now Fund can make a difference. There are cards on your table if you would like to make a donation today. In June of 1994, the Illinois Coalition for Public Education published 10 reasons to support public education. The number one reason continues to resonate. Public education is a worthy investment for public funds. We can invest now or we can pay later. Let us recognize the important and vital role that each and every one of us plays in the personal and academic development of our children. As I conclude, I want to thank the school board for displaying courage in tackling some of the most difficult issues this district has faced. Our instructional improvement officers and principals for keeping our schools running effectively with a focus on student growth. Our central office staff for understanding that children will be a priority in District 150. Our teachers, certificated and classified support staff for doing a remarkable job every day with our students and families. Our parents for trusting us with your most precious gift. And our business and community organizations for donating your time, talent, and financial resources to make the system stronger and better. And to the residents of Peoria for your ongoing support of public education. Thank you.